That one is called Where I'm Going by Gemma Griffiths. And she is here. Oh, Gemma Griffiths.
Yes.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Hey, girl, it's good to be here.
The last time I spoke to you, I don't know if you'll remember, it was at the NaMa Awards. And
Yes.
I was so starstruck, I barely had like proper questions. How are you? I was like,
Hi,
how
hey.
are you having a good time? It's such a nice dress.
Do you like the weather
And they looking at me
today?
at work like, those are not questions. So how are you doing though?
I'm good. Keeping busy. Yeah.
Yes, hence we have music to listen to. We love it when you are busy. You were supposed to have your producer here with you, but it's fine. We move. Life goes on. So you can tell us about about your song. First and foremost, the title. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, where I'm going, I basically wanted to write something that, talks a little bit about, being in the hustle, I guess, and not, knowing that sometimes as long as you've got the vision and even if it takes a little bit longer than you planned and the ups and downs, as long as you're moving forward, I guess.
They are unavoidable.
Girl,
ups and downs.
girl. You know what's funny is I think we always think that success is a straight sort of uphill climb, and we look at other people's sort of final
We can't help but
performances
compare.
and then we don't really get to see their behind the scenes and we think it's all easy and it's perfect, but it's never that way. Success is sort of pitfalls and failures and things that sort of ultimately lead to just the good. I think it just takes that sort of perseverance,
Yeah, I love that people can hear this from you because
Yes, oh my gosh.
from the outside looking in, they probably do see like just an upward trajectory of like success, and from you, like hearing it from you, it's good to just get like inside perspective type
Yeah,
of thing.
100%. I think everybody is going through so many challenges, and we only share often the beautiful like end product
That's so
without all
true.
of the nitty gritty behind the scenes.
Which brings me to my next question. Your music,
Yes.
is all of it or most of it inspired by what you are going through? Or do you sometimes just see what's happening in the market and you just go with the flow type of thing?
I definitely think it's from experience, and I think Ndisha Tadisa is a great example of that. I think I write what I'm feeling, and I use music as a way, and I always have since I was a kid, to sort of process and sort of get to grips with things going on in life.
I
It's
love
like
that you
a
said you
release.
write your own music because people are using AI now. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
I think for me, songwriting is probably my favorite part of all of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I love it. I write for other people as well. It's yeah, it makes me happy. It feels like a hobby, It's my
That's
favorite part.
now that you're here, actually, I want to ask you, how do you feel as a singer-songwriter? How do you feel about musicians using AI for the sake of writing music? I heard that one of Drake's disses to Kendrick was written by AI. Do you think that takes away from the whole creative process, or it doesn't really matter as long as the end product is great?
I think it's such a tricky one because, as a writer, obviously at the end, ultimately those are human jobs that are sort of going to
there's
be
some things
taken
that we
over.
just leave to humans.
I know. I think the unavoidable thing is technology. I think it is going to keep changing and shaping itself, and I think it's hard to really avoid it. And I think we see it in the music industry, even in something as simple as social media. Things have shifted so much, and the way that musicians have to market and change what they're doing and how they're getting their songs out there has shifted along with technology. And I kind of think, in a way, we have to jump on the moving train of it and try and figure out how to use it to our advantage as creatives without losing the thing that we love.
Which brings me to my next question.
Yes.
How do you remain authentic when the industry that you're in is constantly moving, constantly changing? Like just a couple years ago, I can't think of anyone right now, but they were like a big thing. And now there's people who don't even know who they are. So how do you remain relevant but still authentic to who you are?
That's the that's the golden question.
Yeah.
I think if you, at least I guess I can speak from my own sort of journey so far, and that is that I love what I do. I'm doing it because I love it. And so I think as long as I'm keeping to do that and keeping very honest and real within the music, and then trying to see, okay, cool, this is how, I mean, even just the rise of TikTok has sort of shifted things so
That is
much,
so true.
and having to learn how to do that, but also to be a creative, you've really got to sort of know what is feeding your soul and what is helping you get the music out to other people. And I think it's about finding a balance that you're comfortable with, because I know some creatives who are very comfortable on socials and very happy to spend a lot of time doing certain things. And then I know other creatives who just want to be in the studio. They don't want to do anything on socials. And both of those are being incredibly authentic to themselves, So I think there's a spectrum and a scale.
No, it's different for everyone.
100%. And I think as long as you, at the end of the day, are saying, I tried my best in the areas that feed my soul, that's kind of what you got to do.
I love that. I forgot this is an interview. We're out of time for this segment, but please keep your questions coming in after this song that she had mentioned, which is actually one of my favorite Gemma songs. We are going to look to the WhatsApp for the questions that you have been asking Gemma, and they are coming in hot. So please remain steady.
Rock it.
Absolutely love your voice. Absolutely love your voice.
Thanks, girl. Thanks.
Such a beautiful song. I have to ask, what does it mean?
You know what? That was a prayer that I was praying when my life was lifing and things were happening in life. And, you go through your ups and downs, and I was in a down. And I just kept walking around the living room, and I was just saying, and then I got into studio with Manucci, and he was like, what do you want to make? And I was like, I just started singing this into the microphone, and I prayed as I sang that track, and it just sort of existed.
I think it's quite palpable when you hear it. Like, I literally have goosebumps, and it's not the AC. I promise you, it's not the AC.
No, because if
That's
it was,
been on the
I'd
whole
be in a
time.
very, very warm jacket. I don't do well in the cold.
All right, we have a question here from Paul.
Okay, hi, Paul.
My question to Miss Gemma, how was it working with Hilsey on their song Premiere, which I love because I've never heard that side of her before. The experience of it all was also okay, English, yeah, breaker there. But yeah, we are starving here, and we want more collabos with you and Hilsey, more of that music.
Okay.
So how
Yeah.
was that?
Hilsey is an amazing creative and an amazing writer, and I think the beautiful thing about that track was being able to be so vulnerable, and vocally vulnerable as well. I think, it definitely, that sort of beat and that sort of music allows a lot of vocal space. So thanks, noted.
All right, this is Terry. Gemma, you're a legend for having collabos with both Winky and Prayzah. I feel like you've united the nation when it comes to those two. Well, that's not a question. It's just a well done.
My Thank you.
Well done to you. Okay, I wonder if this is a question. No, still more props. How you doing, presenter? Hello, Gemma. The superiority that is you is inevitable. You are a star. Please keep it up. This is Nkulumane in
Thank
Bulawayo.
you. Yay.
So, last question about where I'm going. How long did it take for the whole process, from writing to recording to producing?
Yeah, the process was quite long actually, because obviously Where I'm Going uses the sample from the late great Bob Nyabinde's track Chabuda Pana. So what actually happened was, right at the beginning when I had the idea of sampling the Chabuda Pana guitars, because it's a track that I've loved for so many years, I phoned up Mr. Nyabinde. We were really close, and I went over for tea, and I basically told him my idea. I said, look, I would love to sample the guitars. This is why, and sort of recreate the concept in a new light. And he loved it. So then I went away with his permission and permission from Metro Studios, who distributed Chabuda Pana, and created the track Where I'm Going. I took it back to Mr. Nyabinde, and he gave me his input and his advice. And then we went away and added some saxophone, changed a few lyrics and things, until eventually we were there at the final
that we have now.
and that was a recording process, and it was really lovely, because having his input and his ideas, as well as his son Albert Nyabinde, who played the saxophone on the track, was really special. And then we filmed a big portion of the music video last year, And yeah, I think it's so bittersweet releasing this track now because of Mr. Nyabinde's involvement. I never imagined releasing it without him here with us. So yeah, it's very bittersweet.
This is like a lovely ode to him.
You know, I think it was very special to spend our last moments together creating, you know, and I think it'll, just an ode to him and to his legacy that he's leaving behind.
So there was a question that I was asked. I don't know why, but I feel like that was the question that helped me to manifest you being here, right?
Okay.
I was asked by Gemma. She's really good, and she's very, very Zimbabwean. Like you just said, you've sampled great Zimbabwean artists. Like you are still here, and they asked about. They were wondering why you haven't gone international. I don't know, go to Europe or the States and make tracks with Dua Lipa and the Sorts, you know. Like they said, you seem perfectly capable of that stream. So it seems by choice that you are still here making the kind of music that you are making, which is primarily for us. Like you just said, when you drive back into Zim or into Harare, after wherever you've been, you'll always hear a song of yours because you are homegrown. You make music for us.
Yeah.
So why?
I think music is incredibly personal to me, and I think I create what I love, and I love what I grew up listening to. You know, I'm Zimbabwean before I'm anything else. And so, yeah, I want to make the music that I love, and I love the music from home. So I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Oh, we love that. We love that. So before I let you go, we're out of time now. What can we look forward to from you? What can we expect?
Girl! Well, the music video for Where I'm Going is out now, which is exciting.
I actually didn't know that.
Yes, it's out now, and Bob Nyabinde and his entire family are all in the video, so it's a really special one. So head to YouTube for that. And yeah, I've been in the studio, I've been cooking, so there is a lot more to come this year. I'm very excited. The music is it's heavy and it's a lot.
Absolutely love you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, girl.
Thank you
Always
so
good to see
much.
ya.
Always the best. And looking forward to seeing you again.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.